That is a huge Game 1 victory on the road in Toronto. Now gives the Lightning home ice advantage. Let's get into the recap. The guys came out hot in playoff mode. They've struggled this season starting in first periods. They've had slow starts, but this is not a slow start. Bellemare, right at the beginning of the game, from Perry, crashing the net, playoff goal. That's what you love to see. And that just followed up. About 5-6 minutes later, Cirelli from Hagel, same thing, crashing the net. And that's what you need to see from this team. Guys like Cirelli, and even the fourth line, getting goals out of this fourth line. These are not goal scorers. And getting goals from them, that just builds on top of that second and third line where you need those goals. You need these forwards to get that confidence come playoff time to contribute. So that was huge. They were able to take the crowd who was amped up, Toronto, take them out of the game right away. And Toronto, after that second goal, they pushed back a little bit, but penalty, and Bolts went on a power play. And the Lightning don't score on that power play. Toronto kills it off. They get a little momentum back from that kill, and next thing you know, there's another penalty. I was expecting Toronto to push back against the Lightning with some actual goals a lot sooner than it happened. So Lightning go on this power play, and different result. Kucherov with a beautiful slap shot over Samsonov's shoulder, and that puts up the Lightning 3-0 in the first period. That goal was from Sergachev and Killorn. That's all the momentum you need, and Toronto is booed off the ice by their fans. I was laughing. I mean, they've been through it. I understand it. I don't think I could ever boo my own team, but they've been through it. They really have. So second period, Leafs come out way stronger. After the Boo Birds, they got hit with that. They came out stronger, a little more motivated, and they were able to draw a penalty. And immediately from that penalty, their new addition from free agency, of course, that's how it all happens. Ryan O'Reilly scores, and that is from Tavares and Mitch Marner. And it just keeps going from there. As a Lightning fan, kind of get a little iffy. All right, calm down, let's settle down, let's get back in our game. But another penalty, Colton slash on Morgan Rielly, and that was Colton. Can't really blame him too much for that. He was trying to get back on defense. They go on the power play, and again, Nylander scores a goal. That comes from Matthews and Mitch Marner. Those are their top three. Those are their big three right there. That's who you expect to be scoring and getting these assists on their power plays, and they did that. So now it's 3-2. Leafs have the momentum. Scotiabank Arena is rocking and getting a little nervous. But this game was filled with momentum shifts from penalties. It really was. So crowd's rocking, and then maybe a minute later, another penalty on Toronto. And that penalty was Kampf, a slash on Colton. And guess who? Brayden Point scores the goal from Kucherov and Cirelli. And after that, things begin to unravel. So earlier in the period, Cernak had a roughing call on Bunting. And now after this goal, like I said, unravels a little bit. Bunting with the shoulder, Cernak's head. Cernak goes down hard, leaves the game along with Hedman, who left earlier in the first period from a block shot. That's concerning. That's really concerning. But anyways, we'll get into that later. But this ends up being a 5-minute penalty. So Bunting goes out of the game. They reviewed it and everything, said it was good. He's gone, and Cernak, unfortunately, is gone with injury. Being down Hedman and Cernak, two of your top 3 defenders in the playoffs, is, not ideal. And then on that power play, Perry scores from Colton, kind of just jammed it in there. It was kind of a weird goal, like it didn't really seem like it happened. And then they showed the replay, and honestly, I couldn't even tell if it went over the line. But following the game, seeing pictures and things like that, you can see what they saw. And with that uncertainty, Toronto reviews it, challenges the play for goalie interference, and no. So that's another power play. It's now 5-on-3, and Brayden Point scores another goal with like 1 or 2 seconds left in the period, and that comes from Perry and Kucherov, his second goal of the game, second power play goal of the game, and the Lightning are now up big. End of the second period, crowd is out of it other than, the classic ref you suck chants, and there really was not much left after that. In the third period, Colton scored from Perbix and Cole, and Jarnkrok scored from Marner and Matthews. They just never were able to get back in the game. So 7-3 is the final, and there are some concerning storylines coming out of this game. First and foremost, on the Lightning side, what are they going to do at defense? They were able to win this game 7-3 with only 4 defenders healthy. It's really concerning because I have not heard anything. I keep refreshing Twitter, waiting for some updates on Hedman and Chernak, but they just aren't coming. So we'll probably have to wait till tomorrow for that, but you really got to hope that those 2 guys are able to play in this series, because that's going to be brutal if they're out. And then also Mikey Eyssimont, he went out as well, probably concussion type symptoms, based on the hit and just kind of how he went out of the game. Kind of stumbled off the ice, but that's concerning as well. That's another depth piece, 4th line type of guy, energy. You can use a guy like him in the playoffs. So yeah, it's going to be tough with these injuries. Of course, Jeannot did not play tonight, but he is day-to-day and expected to return at some point. When that point is, I do not know. And then the next big storyline is going back to Bunting. Will he get a suspension? I could see it, but I also could not. Being fully unbiased, I don't truly think he meant to absolutely clobber Chernak in the head like he did. But does intention really matter there? He did it. That's that. They reviewed it. They said, yeah, hit him in the head, you're gone. Is he going to face further punishment for that? Is he going to get a game or is he not? I don't think he'll get more than a game, but I think it could be said that it's likely that Bunting will get a game, and he's a quality player for them, so that will be big for their side. As for the 3 stars of the game, going Worm, Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov, all of them just balled out. Great to see Corey Perry contributing in the playoffs. That's really why he's on the team. He's a playoff type of player. I think he scored 1 point in the last 20 games of the regular season, and then first playoff game, a goal and 2 assists. That's the Worm. Game 2 is the same time on Thursday, and I fully expect Toronto to come out a lot stronger and have a lot better start to the game than they did tonight. They know they cannot lose both games at home against this Lightning team, who is a lot better at home than they've been on the road this year. And especially with the playoff experience and Vasilevsky, sometimes just being able to take over a game on his own and be able to shut you out, you cannot lose both home games against this team. So I fully expect them to come out a lot better than they did tonight. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below what you guys thought of this game, what you think will happen in Game 2, and further on in this series. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you after Game 2. Go Bolts.